Do your intro. Hello.
Hello, and it's me. Has it come up?
Well, the thing is, it takes we're in a time delay, 10
All
seconds
right.
or 15 seconds. But the
Oh,
thing is,
all right.
you're getting an echo now, so you've got it running in the background so I can hear it. But
Right.
the thing is,
All right.
hello, boys and girls, lads and lassies. Do your intro. I know it's your first stream.
All
Good.
right.
Do your intro.
Hello, it's me, Miranda, doing her intro. So
You need to,
hope
because you even look at PJ Maybe channel or Alex's channel.
Yeah.
There's the intro to what we're doing.
Okay. And we are chatting about 3D printers, two newbies.
Yes, very new. And I'm just going to fire up the chat the thing so I can see the chat. And I can't find why is it no coming up. Did you put a new link in?
No, it's the same link.
No. Did you just put a link to your channel, not to your video? You did. You put a link to your channel, not to your video.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's basically, these are all the teething problems I went through 3 years ago.
Do you want the link?
Yes, I've got the link. What we'll do, it's live. So there it's there. And I'm just firing that up. And there you go. It's 15 seconds or so behind. So I've put it on mute. Don't forget to hit your like button on your own channel as well.
That's a good one.
It's basically it gives it a wee bit extra. The good thing is, yeah, I did it I did it, started it 3 years ago and did all the channels, and then I took a break for nearly a year now.
I know.
But with 3D printing, I've got all my stuff there. I did the usual. Yeah. I've printed a load of shelves for on top of my monitor.
Oh right, yeah.
Because I've got two big enormous monitors, a lot of shelf space. So I've been printing the shelves. I've still got another 2 to do because I've got 3 in that one and I've got 3 in that one, but I need to put another 2 because it's a big monitor. And then you can see my printer there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Running away.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that.
It basically, there used to be a cupboard. This cupboard here used to be there. So you can see the big space. That's the only space I've got in this whole room.
Oh, right.
So I'm going to put multi-board on there, which gives me a lot of space for shelves. And the multi-board, I'm going to have to do 6. It's going to be 4 by 6, I think. Or 4 by 6. So I need to print off 24, 6 4s, 6 6 12. 24 sheets. Then I need to screw it into the wall. So I've got a lot of print to do for that, but I've got other stuff I want to print first, which keeps getting put off and put off.
Have you got many commissions?
So far, I've had 4.
Yeah.
The first one was my friend. I'm a metal detectorist as well.
Oh,
my friend is a metal detectorist, and he broke the armrest on his detector. It sits basically, holds so you can sit your arm in, and it snapped. He was about to buy a new one, and he thought, "Oh, you got a 3D printer? Could you make me one?" And I says, "No way on earth I'm going to be able to make you one." Maker World. There's his machine. There's the armrest. So I then printed it off. There you go.
What? That's what I find quite amazing. Is the sort of things there's bits I need for one of my drills, and I just chuck on them one of my my strimmer, and I chucked it, and there it is. And I thought, yeah, that's all very well, but I'm going to have to use something other than PLA to do that.
That's
because I mean, to be honest, most of my PLA has been doing things like that, and
my aliens all sitting there,
and that.
That looks cool.
That
See, I've been doing bits and pieces. Like for instance, I've had a translucent blue, and I printed off a small vase. And my wife says, I like the vase. I don't like the colour. It does
my
not
mum
match.
said that.
It doesn't match the colour scheme of the house.
Yeah.
So I enlarged it and printed it off.
Oh, yeah.
So now it sits in the living room because she likes it.
Yeah.
And if she gets any flowers, unlikely from me, but if she gets any flowers, she could put them in that. So I printed that off, but I did it's a lot smaller. So that's 23 centimeters tall. Didn't want to go right up to the 24 or 25.
No, I no.
So, and I did that. So she's happy with that. So she says, I like that. It matches my colour scheme perfectly. We had Yorkies, a couple of units with wee Yorkies and things, or somebody gave us a pug. We don't have a pug. So she says, could you make me something for Popuri? So
yeah.
So I just made a wee pot. I made it. I just downloaded it. So that's sitting in the house as well. So that's the two. I've been doing things for the house.
Yeah.
That my wife likes. I need to be very careful where I put them. And then I downloaded that.
Oh, love that. I tell you what, the one thing that my mum really liked and my sister loved was this, is for storing garlic.
See, that's ideal because
it's really good. And my sister wants one of these, but I've got to getting it out to France, so I'll probably
she can wait.
Yeah. I mean, I really love it. It's just
it's ideal because it's something I never even thought of because we use a lot of garlic.
Yeah,
perfect for that. So I've done that for the house. So
because I've got a friend who runs a cafe in Hereford, and she said to me, "Oh, you shouldn't keep garlic in the fridge." And I said, "What?" And she said, "No, you shouldn't because garlic should be outside because you put it in the fridge, it can actually go mouldy."
Well, see, garlic never lasts long in our house, so
no.
We put it in the fridge. We put it in the fridge, but we can go through.
Yeah.
I like maybe 2 or 3 cloves in each thing.
Yeah.
Garlic has started. I've got problems, and certain foods now affect me, and garlic was one of them. I was told that would affect me, and I thought everything I eat's got garlic. So my wife started putting. We tried one. It was an oil infused with garlic. Couldn't taste the garlic, so instead of putting 3 or 4 cloves in, she put 1 clove in. No effect. Next time she made something, putting 2 cloves in, no effect. So I'm back to eating garlic because it's no effect me. I grew up eating garlic.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get a Italian name. Parents actually just feed you everything. It's garlic, spaghetti, pasta, anything, garlic bread all the time. I can't eat garlic bread because it's got butter, and I can't eat butter. I'm getting old, and my body's going, nope. Every time I get something I like, my body goes, nope.
My dad used to love mushrooms.
Can't have them now.
No, he said to me one day, I'm going to do this mushroom pie, so I can't have that. I said, why? You love mushroom? He said, but they don't like me. I just said,
my friend used to make me mushroom soup. I love mushrooms.
Yeah.
And I liked them in a big fryer. Can't have mushrooms. Not even mushrooms. I can't even look at mushrooms nowadays. It just makes me ill. Don't know what caused it. Up until 2 years ago, I was fine, and then just before I retired because of my health. I suddenly became very ill. And it was a case of when my work offered me retirement, I went, hold me back. But I basically did the retirement, and I've been working on what I can eat, what I can't eat. I'm diabetic, I'm falling apart, things, and I'm just getting old. So my body's basically a lot of stuff I used to like, can't have anymore.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Do they know why? What is
they
it?
Don't know what caused it, but they know what it is now. It's basically, well, they've diagnosed it to the basics, as in, oh well, you can't eat it, so it must be your stomach.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So they don't know what caused it, what brought it on, and why it suddenly came on. But it's age,
yeah, that's true.
That's what happens when you turn 60. Suddenly fall apart.
I've got a year and a bit.
I turned 60 last year. I retired 6 months before my 60th. So I'm happy.
Oh, I was going to ask you, do you still go out metal detecting as much as you did? Do you?
I go out. I've not, over the Christmas period, I've not been out as much, but I used to go out once, twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm now trying to go out at minimum once a week. There's a couple of times I'll go out 2-3 times a week. It depends how busy. At the moment, I'm busy. I can't. I've got other things on it. It's keeping me occupied. But I like it that much. I made this. Well, see, when I say I made, I just mean I pressed print.
That's what, because I said to my sister, I'm not making this deal. Oh, I saw that.
Right. No, you saw. I liked it that much.
Oh,
my friend liked it as well. He asked me to make one, and I thought, it's a wee bit delicate, and I thought, meh.
Yeah.
And the detail on that is absolutely amazing. However, I printed the two of them on the same plate. One for me with my initials on the back. You know what I mean? Put my initials on the shield, and one for my friend and put his initials.
Yeah.
So I printed the two of them on the same plate, and I got a wee teeny bit of spaghetti on his shovel there. So he's not got a shovel. I've had to clip it and make it a pinpointer he's carrying. But I looked at it and I thought, I'm going to have to reprint that if that's my friend's. But it turned around it was mine's. My friend's was perfect. Mine's but the detail on that when you enlarge it is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you can the little things on the skirt.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I don't know the technical name for it.
Or the tassels, I take the yeah. But even that, it's not too bad. It's a wee bit, as you can see, the shovel's a wee bit bent, but it's because it's delicate.
Yeah,
you know I mean, but that came out fantastic. That size.
I did some of these things where you can upload a photograph to MakerWorld and it'll make a figure, and I find that it will work all the way, but it seems like there's a failure in the print, in the model, because I had a hair go on something and I thought, oh, that's down to the printer. But when I actually looked at the model round the back where it had made the STL, you could see that there was something really wrong before the printer even got to it. And I think that MakerWorld does its best, but it's not as good as
I tried the AI sites.
Yeah.
They are, and I made a couple. Like, for instance, as you were saying, uploaded a picture and I created that. It's tiny, but I created that. That's a wee me. It's not perfect. It didn't recognize my glasses, so it took my glasses off.
Oh, yeah, I've had that.
So
yeah.
It's only small. I just printed it as a tester because, see, if I'm printing anything, I print a tester. So very small ones.
Yeah.
Just to see before I decide to print anything bigger. Like, for instance, I did.
That's lovely.
The wee Yorkie, and it's translucent blue. That is.
Yeah.
So I like that one.
So I made that, as you know, that
valve. See that? I think that is actually going to. That just looks amazing. I think that's going to be a nice.
That's on MakerWorld.
Yeah.
So, like, if you can send the. Well, if you can't find it, I know it is. The thing is, I went down to B&Q today, and my mum wanted this to to go in her room, and there was those light changing paints that it's like blue, and when the light hits it, it changes. And I picked one up for Rust-Oleum, and I looked at it and I thought, hang on a moment, this doesn't feel right. So one of the guy came up. I said, look, is this right? And he said, no, that looks like it's half full. He said, I'll get you one. And when he came back, he said to me, oh, what are you going to use it for? And I told him. He said, PLA. I said, yeah. He said, I think that might not work. He said, I think we've had reports of it. Not something in it causes this to
melt.
Yeah. And
basically the elasticity, so it'll basically be soft.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it would work if you bonded it first. So
yeah. Because a lot of people I've heard of actually put Mod Podge on things before they paint it. Mm-hmm. And I tried that, and you got to be really careful because Mod Podge is like, it's up.
You have to be. It has to be runny enough so it does, but not, but still thick enough to sit in things.
But I love that design.
Do you know you get, because you've got the single print? You can buy the color changing filaments.
Yes, yeah. I want to do that.
Bit more expensive.
Yeah, but
I want to get a couple of them as well, because basically there are a few things I want to do, and I think they're going to be nice. But the thing is, I've been printing off loads.
Have you looked at how many hours you've done? Because you can look in your printer and it'll tell you how much you've done.
Where do you find that?
Oh God, it's in the oh crikey.
Device projects.
I think it's somewhere in there on your actual printer itself. I think it tells you how many. I've just turned mine on, and because mine has got so many things on the SD card, it reads them all. So I'm sitting here. I've got about 15 pages on this, and it's going clunk, clunk, clunk.
I've got a load on it. I've noticed that it keeps everything, which is handy when I want to reprint something.
Yeah,
I need to actually find where I could find it on the machine. If it's on the printers will be over there. But I was hoping StreamYard print the print.
Oh right. Studio. If you go to device, and click on the device arrow, it'll give you the model, the camera, and it'll say printing time.
Actually, on the device.
Yeah.
Right. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to check it. I just dropped something.
Oh, yeah, I do that all the time.
Right. You know how long I've had this machine? 2 weeks. Just over 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wendy's just asked a question about what is the color changing filament, and that is basically it's one roll, but it's got loads of different colors on it.
Yes, and I can't even remember what it's called. It's but you know, I've had the machine for. I'm trying to remember how long I've had the machine. 3 weeks.
Yep.
362 hours.
Oh my God. I've had mine over a year, and mine says 769 hours.
Mine's has been on non-stop since I got it.
Do you know what though? Because my mum's here, she said, is that printer still on? I said, all right, okay.
My wife says it's to get switched off at night. It's not left running. So in the last few days, it's been switched off. So
yeah,
that was for the first 2 weeks, constantly every night. It's literally 24/7.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, if you've got a mobile phone, you can get the Bamboo Handy app.
I've got it.
But the thing is, the light on this, you can put the light on, and it's meant to show you what's on there, but
it's in a dark room. It's mediocre.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually get better cameras by third parties.
Yes,
but I don't know. I don't like putting things on this and feeding off the power unless Bambu's tested it.
Yes,
but,
and
you know, I wouldn't mind it. But
I'm trying to see what that filament is. Right, you've got basic, matte, translucent, silk.
Yeah.
Oh, there it's here. Silk multicolor is one.
Yeah.
So it's basically just called multicolor.
That's it. Yeah. I think I've seen it called multi-hue. But I'm talking to a guy who on MakerWorld, because you can get subscriptions. And he made this statue and it looked really good. And I said, what is that? He said, oh, it's carbon. It's got carbon in it. And I said, oh, is that? He said, you need the really strong nozzle for that. Yeah. And he said, and the PTF tubing that comes with the printer, he said, once you've used a roll of that, you need to change that, because as it moves its way down, it's almost like
scratching. Jeez, I'll need to know what you get the carbon fiber, but there's a couple of ones I want to try. I want to try the ones with the sparkles in it.
Yeah.
But it's the same idea. Is that going to affect it because it's got sparkles on it? So it might be, depending.
I think they made a boob with me because I ordered the toughened extruding gear. It's like the bit inside there, and I thought about fitting it for doing something else. I thought, hang on a moment, that doesn't look like it should look. And they actually sent me the stronger extruding gear for the PS1. I thought,
PS1.
So and I contacted them, so I know they're sending me another one because it's their mistake. So, and when I got the printer, the cutting gear at the end underneath the head, it wasn't supplied. So I got onto them.
I got three blades.
No, I mean the whole thing that goes on the bar.
Ah.
The little bit at the bottom, the plastic bit, wasn't there. So I got on and said, you haven't, and they went, you could send this picture, send that picture, sent it to them. And I thought, and I looked online and I could buy one for £10. So I bought one. 3 days later, Bambu Lab sends me one and a little kit of bits and pieces. So we're really sorry. And I thought that was actually good. They sent it.
Not too bad for that.
Yeah. I mean, I know people are saying, you can't use this slicer and that slicer on Bambu because they've sealed it off. But I'm a beginner, and really, I don't want
I'm the exact same. I want something that I could just set up and see. My friend has been 3D printing for about 10 years, but he's an engineer. He likes to tinker.
Yes.
All the leveling and checking it out and building and making sure it's level.
Yeah.
Even when that was working, I didn't want to tinker with something.
No.
So now I was looking at them, and then I was looking at a few reviews, and it's basically you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
So basically, got it, put it together, set it up, and just went print, and it went zoom. That's what I wanted. I don't want to fiddle around with it.
No,
I know there's going to be some bits and pieces I'll need to tinker with.
Later
on.
I mean,
as a beginner, I don't want to actually learn how to build and fiddle around and put this in and get that and twist this and lift that end to make sure that end isn't.
And people saying take the screws off behind the nozzle to check all the screws. I mean, unless I need to do it, I'm not going to start taking those out because those screws are tiny. And I have a habit of dropping screws on the floor. Look,
Yes.
Oh,
see, I'll show you this. I've made a couple of these. One of my friends loves elephant. I made her one, and she wants another one, so I made another one. And I made one for my sister, a small one, but in pink. But that colour, my carpet is that colour. And I keep dropping bits and pieces, and I have to so I have to go into the print and delete everything except the wee bit I dropped and print that again. And I've done that multiple times. It's amazing how many times I've dropped something on this carpet, which is the exact same colour as those. I keep on thinking, I should change my default colour to maybe black so I can see the things. But
and I'm not joking. The amount of times I've made a minifigure, and I've gone to use the old, and a bit breaks off, and I put it on my desk. I think I'm going to glue that back on, and I go to look at it. I think, oh my god, where's it gone? It's just, and you look around. Oh no,
as it dropped off and did it. I know it is. That's a nightmare. And I'm clumsy, and I've always been clumsy, but since I've got this, I'm a lot more clumsy because I've had this. This has been 6-7 years. I've had this issue, right?
Is it something that's occurred? Yeah.
It just started happening. They thought I had a stroke, and I'm saying I didn't have a stroke. I know what a stroke is. I've not had a stroke. They says, oh, we think you had a stroke a couple of weeks ago, and that's what's caused that gradually. And I says, no. So they put me on leave, saying, I drove up to the hospital. They gave me tests and says, you're not allowed to drive for 4 weeks. But don't worry, we'll backdate it 2 weeks. I says, but I drove here, and that means I can't get home. So I had to get my mother-in-law to come out with my wife, and my mother-in-law drove my car back from the hospital. Because I wasn't allowed to drive for 4 weeks. Even though they backdated it for 2 weeks. And then eventually, and I says, it's not been that. Eventually, they says, nerve damage. Oh, that's my blood sugars. Diabetes, as I said, it's basically falling apart. But they said it's nerve damage up here.
Yeah.
It's never going to, they thought they would have been able to operate because they thought it was an issue here. Turned out it's nerve damage, and that's it. It's just constantly always going to be like that.
Yeah.
But they took 1.5 years to diagnose it was not a stroke, it was nerve damage. Even though it's in my medical records now that I had a stroke. So I had to go and tell them, and they says, don't worry, it's not saying that, it's saying that you were tested for a stroke. And I says, well, I wasn't, because if I have to go for a medical reason for anything, it's going to constantly say that.
Yeah.
But
oh god!
But falling apart. But this is actually this is to keep me happy. And remember, you were saying about the 3Ds. I took my avatar, so I took my avatar,
and
I put it into the AI generator, the 3D generator, and it created him.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Right, so, and what I did was I put him on an Ego. So it created him. It basically made the helmet flat.
Yeah.
So I had to actually expand it and get it thing. And then what I did was I just added it to a pole because I was learning Tinkercad. So I just added it to that. And then I hauled it out. And then I added the Ego on. And then I took it into Bamboo Studio and painted it.
Yeah.
And that was an absolute nightmare because you go click and it goes, and then you have to go in with a triangle going click, 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 click to fill in all the wee bits it missed. And then there's a bit of a triangle that goes zoop across the whole screen. You're sitting there thinking, I have to get the pen and go, and it took me ages to do that. But to print that off at that size in colour, remember you printed it off.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to print it off in a single colour?
About an hour because I made it in good.
Do you know how long that took me to print?
Oh, God.
Like this?
Ages.
19 hours.
I can imagine.
19 hours. And the amount I a poop that came out. It felt a tub. It was
no.
absolutely enormous. But so once I'd printed that, I've done a couple of colour ones. I do like the colour ones, but I do like the plain ones as well. Like my Night, and I've done a couple other ones. I tried the time lapse, and I printed him in time lapse.
Yeah. Oh, he's good.
Just a Guardian, it's classed as, but you can see the sword. It's a wee bit, flaky, and that's because I did a time lapse. So obviously, every time I did the time lapse, I was getting strings.
Oh, yeah, because I thought it was a memory thing, but it isn't, because it actually stops, doesn't it? To take
it goes, stops, and then takes a picture, then it continues. So it's constantly stringing. However, there's an option for doing a smooth time lapse. So what it does is it goes over to change, instead of just stopping, it builds a tower. So it does the tower as it takes the print. So the thing's still going. So it's not going over, stopping, taking the picture, then starting again. What it's doing is it's doing the stop as if it's doing a colour change. But the time lapse is no longer than if it was doing a colour change. So how it was causing the stringing, I don't know. But it caused stringing. So I tried the time lapse and it did not work. The time lapse says it was running it smooth, but it showed me the picture was the file was there. But when I try to download it, it says it doesn't exist, and then it disappeared. So
I've had that because I've clicked on something and it said nothing there, and I thought, well, I'm damn sure it was.
Because it says it's there. It tells you the name of it, and then it says there's nothing there. It can't find it.
I'll have to look at that, see what's going on, because that would be really good to put on. Oh yeah, I like that. That's the Duke.
That's the Duke. Yeah, that's John Wayne. That's one of the busts I've done. I've got a couple of other ones I've got to print off, and I'm going to put them up. So I printed off one to give me the size. As I said, I did a test print just to see first.
Yeah.
Nowhere near the size, and then I decided, right, I can print them 3 times that size. So I did the measurement of that and then took the measurement for that, because it's one of those things. I print something and I think, this doesn't look right. It's too big or too small. So at least when I print the test ones, because I print test ones, so like for instance, the wee figures, I just printed them out at a quarter of the size that the default image came in, and it's only just to give a wee quick test, just to see how they look, and it doesn't use a lot of filament. This one was a nightmare because this done in 3 parts. Rather than print in place, it printed the heart and the nose in one plate, the eyes in another, and then the body in another. And then you had to clip them all together. And I dropped that. And it's I mean, there's my thumb next to it. And could I find that?
Oh, yeah, I know.
High and low. Eventually, I came into my room and stood on it. I found it. But the nose, I've lost twice, so I've had to reprint the nose twice, or 3 times. It's an absolute nightmare.
Do you use super glue?
I've got super glue. I've got super glue. I've got
more super glue.
Contact cement. I've got multi-purpose glue. 2 tubes. So yeah, super glue.
Do you
do a good one.
Do you use the activator?
No, I don't have the activator. I meant to buy the activator and I forgot to order it. I've not done it yet.
Be warned,
I need to get it, because there's times that I glue something and I'm sitting like that.
Yeah.
And you feel it's not the 30 seconds. There's no way that's 30 seconds. I'm still holding it about 5 minutes later, waiting for it to catch. Sometimes, so I have to glue something and just sit it away for a couple of hours just to make sure it connects. I'll need to get an activator. So I will.
Yeah, the only thing with the activator is it really is it's a nasty smelling stuff. And I'm not joking. It not all the time, but I find spray it on one side and put the super glue on the other, because once you put the activator on, it's no.
Well, it's like me, because I printed something. It was a figure, and I misjudged the size of it. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And it turned out it was big, but it didn't look right when I printed it compared to what I saw on the plate.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it was. It was from an old video game, XCOM Interceptor.
Oh, yeah. It's a long time since I played that.
It's been a long time. UFO, XCOM Apocalypse, XCOM Interceptor. So,
and I'm getting that music at boom boom. Oh, yeah.
So I printed it. I painted it and thing me. So, but it was that small when I took the missile pods came off here, and the other one I printed 2 of them. The other one, the railgun, came off.
Yeah.
It just when you took the support off, it just ripped it off.
Yeah.
And I tried to glue it, so I was sitting like that, holding it for about 3-4 minutes, and then when I took my hand off, it just went doink. I thought, back off. Yeah. But look at how thick that is. And I thought that was going to be a lot bigger. And it looks great in the pygmy, but even if you could see I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah.
Now that's not painted on, but it looks like I've sort of faffed around and painted it incorrectly, because it looks as if
it's too small for the
it's too small for it, and that was my fault, because I misjudged it. The plate, I keep forgetting, when you zoom in, it doesn't make it any bigger. It just makes you look at it closer. So
when Wendy was asking about how you get joints printed, and I can't really explain that. It's just that whoever's made this, the machine actually, you put all the bits together, and it's able to make those gaps.
I know how it's done.
Oh,
but I couldn't do it. But I know how it's done, because I printed the articulated dragon.
Yeah.
Right, and I can't remember who it was. They were saying, "Did you have to print all them and go clack, 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 clack?" And I says, "No, I printed it off.
Yeah.
Lifted the plate and then just lifted it off. It was all connected.
Yeah.
It's because it's doing a line at a time.
Yeah.
So if there's a gap, like for instance, if there's something round it, it's printing the line at a time. So it prints a part of the line which is like a curve, so it misses that part out, and then it prints the next part which has got a gap, and then there's a bit in there, but actually there's a single line joining it. And then it does it, and then it makes it thicker and thicker and thicker until you've got almost like a circle inside a gap with a circle. And inside that, because it's printing it layer by layer, it does a line there, and then 2 lines there, and then 3 lines there, and then 4 lines, and makes the ball inside the joint. And then when you pick it up, that's why they say you have to articulate them, because there's 2 lines of the plastic holding it to make the joint.
Yeah.
But when you articulate it, it snaps those wee individual bits inside to make it articulated properly.
One of the things I did find was I saw these for my keys, and there was a whole load of them, and I printed them all off, and they wouldn't open. They were absolutely locked solid. So I thought, oh, and then I went down the comments, and people were all saying that. And then right at the bottom, there was a guy who obviously knew his onions, and he said, it's because the tolerances are it's just too much.
Aye.
And what he did was take a very small one and scale it up, because the gap increases. And that's what I did. And these really work well now. So I've got my own carabiners.
See, that's ideal, and that's exactly
Yeah.
what we got these for. So
Yeah.
yeah, we can play around and make
all kinds
wee
of things.
figures that we wanted.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I've always wanted a Maori head, not a Maori head, Easter Island head.
Yeah.
I've always wanted one, and I ended up printing one. But there's bits and pieces I've always wanted. Like I showed you my Space 1999 Eagle.
Yeah.
Right. I've had this Eagle for a while. I need to fix my cushions. I'm getting too old that I need the back support. So if you see my cushions and I actually think one of them was crocheted by my daughter, another one it's got my grandkids on it. That's why. So it looks weird if you see it. Anyway, I had the Space 1999 Eagle. I've had that years and years and years.
Yeah.
I think it's the only toy I've had since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But no pod. And I tried to buy a pod online, unpainted and a bit scabby. You're talking about £50. I saw one at Comic-Con. It was in its original condition, a wee bit hammered, and they were looking for £80 for it.
Yeah.
Plain white PLA ones that people were selling, they were selling them for £30. I thought, not doing that.
If they can make them, you can get the files.
So now
I know. I saw it. I saw when you put that up.
And I coloured it and printed it in colour, and I've got exactly what I want, and it clips in. It's exactly what I've been looking for. So now my ego. See, if I had the Space 1999 stun gun, I would be really happy at this moment in time.
Yeah.
And I painted that. I printed that just in light grey.
Yeah.
And then I added all the colours. As you can see, I made a few wee boo-boos. You can see it. You can see the lines no perfect. That's because of my painting skills, because of my hand.
Did you use your pens? Did you use paint? Use the pens?
I used the pens. And what I did was the pens made it a bit, it didn't fill it very well.
No.
But once it dried, I went over it again and it filled, it basically coloured it perfectly. It just looks absolutely amazing.
I love those. It just reminds me of the old staple guns, doesn't it?
Yeah. And the thing is, I wanted a stand for it and I couldn't find a stand. I found one now. So what I did was I made a stand.
Oh, great. And
I just basically got a stand. I think that's in Tinkercad.
Yeah.
You just put in stand what you're looking for. It basically gives you that.
Oh, cool.
And all I did was I added this to it. I measured how the distance, and that sits perfectly on there. Sits like that.
Oh, I was going to say that, you know, the Eagle.
Yes.
Did that have the clips in the top that fitted in, like two bits that go out and come together? Yeah, that's it. Oh, cool.
So basically, and that's what I'm saying. So I go down, clip it in, and here you go. And the clips will release it if I need it.
Yeah.
So
that's good. I mean, that's fantastic because when we were kids, some of those bits like that could easily get lost.
What do you mean? Could easily? Hence the reason why I had the ship, but I didn't have the pod.
Yeah.
Very easily got lost.
Yeah. I mean, I think
the aliens stole it.
Why not?
Did you steal it?
Yeah. I like that because I found this online for my mum because when she talks to my sister,
I remember you saying about that one.
But one of the things I found was my mum's got a case on her phone and it's almost glued to it, and it makes it so heavy that when you put it the wrong way, it falls over.
You wrap it around like that, and then you put stuff on it. It's basically that still goes like that.
Yeah. So this was there, but that base, that bit there, was not heavy enough. So I made that, and I put clay in it. I made a pot, stuck it on there,
exactly what I'm doing,
and then extended that out a bit in Tinkercad.
Uh-huh.
I'm learning, so it's not as good as. But
well, I did that. As I said, my friend asked me to do an extension. She finds the stool she's got is too low, and she wanted it extended by 10 centimeters. So I took the diameter, the radius of it, and then when I went to Tinkercad, made something that radius, made something slightly bigger, made the radius into a hole, and just put it through. So I know that's the dimensions, 25. Straight through, and then I started building round the rim, and then attaching it and flipping it and adding bits more and creating. I would say my third time that I've created something in Tinkercad, and this is the most extravagant thing I've done.
I think it's brilliant. I
think Tinkercad is great, considering you can go into Fusion 360. It's got a lot more tools, and it is free.
But it's a steep learning curve.
Oh, you're not kidding. Tinkercad is got a learning curve, because when I first did that, you'll notice it's not quite level. You can see it's a slightly off. It's because when I put the tube in, and then as I was looking at it, I wanted to raise it up or lower it down a bit, and I clicked it and dragged, and suddenly it went from being an oval to be going whoot, and it was dragged across, and it was because it was a tube, and it actually went whoot. And she tried to get it straight after that. I thought,
do you know what? When I was doing that base, I was made a bit to fit in to make it hollow. Every time I was doing something, when I wanted to do this, it was moving it, and when I did that, it was making it bigger. And eventually, that's what I need to do. And I think it's brilliant. And then I was exporting it, and it was coming back the original file. And then I just went on AI. What have I done wrong? It said, because you haven't done this. And I thought, oh, brilliant. So I did it. It's fine. But it's brilliant. And because some of the 3D stuff is God.
Well, as I said, I've been creating this extension for my friend. I want to get into it more, because there's things I want to do around the house, silly things around the house. I've ordered. I've got PETG. I've got 8 rolls of PETG in that cupboard, as well as all the PLA I bought when I got the machine. I've still got 6 rolls of silver, grey. I've got another 2 of black. I've got 1 of each of the other colours that I've got. I've got silver, I've got gold, and that's only PLA. And then I bought the 8 rolls of PETG, but they're tester rolls. They're only 250 grams. It's just test. I wanted to make sure I didn't mess it around. So I've ordered the proper rolls, the 1 kilogram rolls. I was going to order a 3 kilogram rolls, but for black they didn't have it. It was only white. They had it in 3 kilograms. So I ended up getting 3 kilograms individual ones. And that's for print stuff that I want to be put outside. For instance, CB pots we were talking about, the one you've made, pots like that out the back. Or I've got a couple of things out the back. They're starting to fall apart. I would like to replace them, but I don't want to buy them. I try to buy them. It's going to be because they were made with concrete. And if I want to replace them, it's going to cost £70-80.
Oh God, yeah, and they're so bloody heavy.
I can print them in that. I can print them in PETG, and just drill a hole in it and pour stuff in it, sand in it, and it's got the strength.
Because I made the Visitor handgun. I made all the bits, and I sprayed them all black, and I left them in our shed to dry. And I should have known that my dad built it so that it was a potting shed, so the windows faced the sun. So I went back, and and all the bits were like, and I thought, I tried to sort of like use a hot air gun. I made it worse, and it was so out of shape. I thought, no, so all of your translucent stuff, is that PETG?
No, this stuff here is PLA translucent, right? Remember, the the communicator I did, it's actually stuck to my wall, so I'm not bringing it down.
Yeah. No.
The clear stuff is PETG clear,
Oh,
it's
right.
called. But when it's on a flat surface, even if it's on a plane, it's on a flat surface, because I've got two plates. I've got the one that's double textured, which comes with the plate, and I bought one that was textured on one side and plate smooth on the other.
Mm-hmm.
So I printed that on smooth, hoping it would give it a bit more clarity. It's not that clear. It's translucent, but it's not clear. So unless you were doing, I think even the sides are not that clear, considering it builds it up. It is translucent. You can sort of see the red through it because it's on a red base. You can sort of see that, but if there was something behind it, it wouldn't. It's not like something you could put as a frame, like a glass something.
Could you put like an LED behind it?
Oh yes,
yeah,
easily. Just the thing is, take the red border thing into Tinkercad and just put a hole in it.
Yeah,
and then you could put it behind it, no problem, and just run it easily. You could put a light in it, and the switch, it's a black ring with a grey pod. It's a bit snug.
Yeah.
Reduce it by maybe 2 or 3%. Make it so it can slide in and out, and then all you need to do is put. You can drill it at one end, put it onto a switch, glue it onto a wee button.
Yeah.
And it could activate the light.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I like that. I've always wanted one of them again. Same cool. Again.
Yeah.
It's something I've always wanted. It's on unfortunately on the wall. But there's basic stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put things down so I don't drop them. I make even silly stuff like this.
Oh, like that?
It's basically 4 boards for my. I've got 2 jigsaws there.
Yeah.
I've got a Terry Pratchett one and a Star Wars one. And I've got a habit doing a bit, and then I think I better clear this away because we need the table. And then all I do is try and keep them all in things as I slide them into the box. Now I could do that and just pile the box, and they pile inside the box.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because my mum makes jigsaws and she separates all the bits out.
That's what I do.
Then she puts it all the back. So that's an idea for
That's exactly what I do. So basically that way you could get all the straight edges, all the sky, and you just pile them up. And then when you're putting them back in the box, just lift them, pile them up in the box, and just put a lid on it. Sorted. But
did you
practical stuff?
Did you make a screen protector for yours?
Yes.
Mine's
it's got the flip at the bottom.
Yeah, that's it.
Looks like a laptop.
Yeah.
Mine's looks like a laptop.
Yeah. Oh, I like your. I mean, mine's just basic. So I just wanted to get things done really quickly.
Well, I was going to print it and I had it ready to go. And then as I was looking for other things for the printer, I saw it and I thought, oh, I'm having that. Finished working in IT, I'm going to have a wee laptop. But the problem is when I put it on, when I was about to tap the screen, I was tapping the keys.
Oh, God.
And then I thought, that's really silly. But every time I try to close it, I keep pulling it off because I forget it's the keyboard. It goes up to cover it. I try and bring it the other way, so I keep pulling it off. And I keep doing that. I've done it at least 3 times this week, closing the screen. I forget to pop it up, and I do that to pull the screen down like you would do on a laptop.
Yeah.
And I just pop the screen protector off. It's just pure silly because it's a laptop, so you automatically go to close the screen a particular way.
Yeah.
But practicality, it's great stuff. The practicality for me is things like my Invisible Man.
Oh, I like that.
I'm tempted to do that in clear. I did it in the translucent blue. It's a wee bit small because see that translucent blue? Anybody that's getting translucent blue, do not use it for your supports.
No.
Because that is just PLA. The supports on that, even with it increased the Z access to from 2 to 2.8. And every time I ended up pulling the hat off, and I had to glue it back on. The glasses came off, had to glue them back on. It's just basically this. It was because the way it's designed, it had supports all the way up, and they were solid. The translucent blue doesn't like itself as a support.
I found that with the black, it was just like goop. It was like
enough, when I've used black, mine's is a silk black or a matte black, should I say. When I take it off, I just go click and the whole tree structure.
Yeah, I think it's probably Sunlu that I'm using. But but I know you can actually get, I think Bamboo Lab actually do a support medium, don't they?
Yes. I've seen that because there's an option for doing the support mediums.
And I think how long, actually when you think of supports, how much longer is that going to make it? Because we're doing new supports. And would it be worth it?
Well, I don't know, because you're putting that extra filament and stuff like that. But the thing is, I've noticed with most of the supports, they just go. Like, for instance, as I said, I did the armrest for the metal detector, and obviously with the curve, it had the supports. So I thought, and I just picked it up and just went click, and the whole tree structure came off. It looked great if you were doing Dungeons and Dragons. There's a forest already built.
Yeah,
but it literally just popped. It just literally came off.
Oh, I've had that, and then some of it's
But it's the black. I've had no problems. Anything with the translucent blue, I've had issues. If I've only printed with translucent blue, try to get the supports off. Grey, I've pulled off bits and pieces. I created red is another one that had issues. I created the Sting, the Thunderbirds ray gun.
Oh yeah, Alec. I saw that. Yeah,
I did it for Alec. Put his initials on the board, and I scaled it up. The first time I printed it, it looked perfect size, and then it started printing it, and it was literally that.
Oh God! Yeah.
So I thought, so I stopped the print. Second time, I scaled it up and I checked the measurements. So as soon as I clicked on it, it says it was this by that, and I thought that's perfect because I measured my hand. I put one of my pistols in my hand and I measured it, and I thought that's roughly about the right size. It was slightly, I could have done it another maybe 10% bigger or 5% bigger, but not a major issue because it sits in your hand okay. Yeah. So what I did was created it, stood it up, so it only had to put the trees on support for the ray gun, the ray bits, the bands. Thought not heavily, built. And then I got it, started clipping it. As soon as I went like that, the red bit at the top, it had translucent blue at the bottom for the handle and part of it. Then it went a bit of silver, and then the red, which represents the light up part, and then silver at the top. No, or blue at the top. Silver, then blue at the top for the barrel. So you had the stock and the barrel were blue. So as it was building up, it had the tree support, and I went like that, took the tree off, the red on red, it just went click, and it ripped a bit right off it. The support must have just been so tight to it. And I was, and I wanted to print the whole thing out again, but it took me 17 hours to print it. So I thought, I ain't doing that again, just for that one wee bit.
No.
And I said to Alec, what you do is get a wee bit of thingy in Mod Podge or putty or something, fill it in, and then just paint the bit red. He says it's fine the way it is because the way it sits anyway, if you sit it one way, you'll see it, but if you sit it the other way, it looks perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I have gone online and I've found that people say that you can make the model that you're making, the intersection, you can make that stronger, and you can make the wall loops thicker. So that should mean that when you pull the support off, what you're pulling it off is a lot stronger and should take it. But
I've noticed that because sometimes I increase the layers of things that I want to make sure don't mess up.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I'm doing mini figure, because I've realised that 28mm figures are too small for making, so I've increased them slightly, and I've scaled all my stuff up, and learning how to flip them so that the supports don't break off little bits, like someone's holding a bow, and you think, no, that's not going to work.
See, I've not got that is the smallest figure I've created.
Yeah,
had that issue. Obviously, remember I said the wee knight, the wee Roman, but you could see his shovel is a wee bit dodgy.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. It can be. I've noticed that. So I've got my 0.2 nozzle. I do want to create a Blood Bowl team. I've got the one for a Blood Bowl.
Oh, cool.
I want to do that. I've got Blood Bowl. I've got 2 versions of Blood Bowl up there.
Do you know,
I've got the version 2 and version 5. 5, I think the most recent one is the version 2. Or it's either a version 1 or 2. I think it might be version 2, but version I've got it's all cards for the teams. The teams when you got it came in cards.
That's it.
Together. So I've got that version as well, and I'm thinking I could create the teams for that.
Yeah, that'd be good. Because when I was at my last school, Blood Bowl came out then, and we actually had a league, and it was just.
I was in. I used to. Well, I had my kids were like 4, 5, and 6. No, 4, 6, and 8.
Yeah,
2 years between them, and they used to play Blood Bowl with me in the house. And occasionally, I would go in. They would play Warhammer, and I would join the league. And I was in the league in the Games Workshop.
Oh, right.
So I was the other place.
Who did you play?
Bretonnians, a human team, and I had taken my Bretonnian army, and I had cut bits up and taken one. So you had them with the knights' helmets on.
Yeah,
I had put armor on some of them, so cool. I did.
When you played Warhammer, what were you playing? Space Marines or
40k? I had Imperial Guard.
Oh, so I did.
But I had the Imperial Guard, and I can't even remember them. The ones that were dressed like Rorke's Drift.
Oh,
I had a large army. I had 6 bolters, bolt guns, 2 walkers, 4 tanks. One of the tanks, I even added. I got pipes, the thin pipes, and I made the howitzer about that. So it was a big cannon, and then bandages, the old bandages.
Yeah,
dipped them in paint, green paint, and just pasted them over it. So I did stuff like that. I basically had my Bretonnian Warhammer army. I had over 2,000 models just for that.
Oh my god!
500 of them were horse.
Oh Christ!
So they were, but all in all, I had over 10,000 figures.
Oh my! I thought my friend who had about 1,000 was a lot. No, but
all in all, I had over 10,000 figures because Bretonnians alone, I had nearly 2,000 figures. 500 of them were knights, and all of them were all painted different, not necessarily all different colors, but they all had different designs. So if I had 2 blue, then I had to make sure they didn't have. So I had a spreadsheet with pictures of all of them, and even the heraldry. If they had the red and white check, I had to make sure that if it was red and white and yellow, I had to make sure they were in different areas of the thing, and I did all that. But I also had, so Bretonnians was my big army. I had about a couple of hundred goblins army.
Oh,
my daughter played goblins. She liked the goblins in Orc army. the Greenskin Army. So she had nearly a couple of hundred for that. But I also had an Empire Army. I had my other daughter was a big Chaos Warrior. So she had hundreds of Chaos Warriors because she loved them. So she had them. And what did the other one play? Oh, she didn't really play that. She liked Blood Bowl, but she didn't like Warhammer. But I had at least an army from every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. But I also played 40k. My middle one loves Space Marines. So I had a big Space Marine army, all blue. Another one.
Yeah. Ultramarines.
So other one liked Chaos again.
Mm-hmm.
So she wanted the Chaos Army. Also, I had a load of Chaos Marines and stuff like that with the Terminators. It's basically and then I played Imperial Guard. In my Imperial Guard army, I did go overboard when I was buying for myself. But then again, not only did I play Warhammer, 40k, Blood Bowl, I played Necromunda. I had 4 gangs for Necromunda. I had the Judge Dredd role-playing game, so I had all the figures for that.
Yeah, we had Warhammer. I had the Warhammer Fantasy Role-Play book, and my friend, who sadly is not here now, he passed in 2000. He was a big Judge Dredd guy. And he got the role playing, and we had so much fun with it. It was so cool
because you could buy the judges, but you could also buy the judges on the bikes.
Yes,
you could also buy. Yeah, I mean, and I had all them. You could buy the fatties with their belly wheels.
And the Clegs.
You could buy all those figures. It was great.
Do you know what? I really wish they'd bring that role playing system out again.
And do you know another good thing is, because I used to play Necromunda, you could put Judge Dredd into it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it works. Because in the 2000 AD, you had the gangs.
Yeah.
So basically, you had all these weird Necromunda gangs. Because I had the Eschers. Well, my daughter she played the Eschers. All girl team. She played the Eschers. But they were all yellow hair and pink hair and purple hair.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Whereas... is it Aurochs?
Yeah.
It isn't it Orlocks?
Mm-hmm.
It could have been Orlocks, but I played them. My other daughter
that's
played
a Judge Dredd link. Yeah.
It could have been the Orlock. I'm thinking it too. But there was the Eschers, which was the female gang. The Orlocks were almost like Judge Dredd. They were all basically that. Then you had the other team, which were big bulky figures. Yeah. And I can't remember their name either, but you got the 2 of them in the set, in the box. So you had those 2 teams in the box. So I can't remember what they were called, but I did that one. So I had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of figures for different games. Plus, I also played Dungeons and Dragons, and I used to GM it. So I had figures for that as well. So that's what I'm saying, 10,000 figures, and it was for a lot of different games. But yeah, I had 10, and most of them were painted. Because I used to do a lot of painting when I wouldn't even say when I was young. I was in my 30s, so half my age I was now. I used to play it and build it. Christ almighty, there's one new year, I'm sitting, Undead Army, had an enormous big Undead Army. You needed an enormous big Undead.
I used to love them.
I was painting a skeleton chariot. Right.
Yeah.
And I was getting me, so I had put it on a base and I had skeletons coming out and stuff like that. So I was painting it away, and I got a phone call. Sister-in-law was going to turn up at the door in half an hour. I had the table completely covered with papers and all my paints out, and I used to keep them out in the shed. So I had to put them all back in the box, all the paints away, clean it all up, then put it in me. It took me a half an hour to bring them out of the shed to set it up to paint. And I had to put them all away in 10 minutes. Because that's what at New Year I thought, I'll just sit and paint my models and just relax. So when I was relaxing, I was sitting up the back painting instead of watching. Nowadays, I wish I had actually the time to actually do all that. but
yeah,
not got the,
I mean,
not got
I
the
think
dexterity to do it now.
my mum and dad years ago, they said to me, "Would you like something like that?" And I said, "Yes." So my dad, I got a Balrog from Lord of the Rings, the model, and I loved it until I had to put the wings on the thing. Oh my God. It was like my dad, we tried all these different ways of doing it. And in the end, my dad's friend, he actually said about like one of those drill things, and he put wires in, pinned it for me.
See, that's the first thing I would have said, because with the Bretonians, there was a couple that had Griffin Riders, no Griffin Riders, it was Griffin Riders, and with the big wings, or Pegasus as well.
Yeah.
First thing I thought, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I just went drill, paper clip, 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 put it in, and it held. So that was the very first thing I did. It was basically, my old man used to slag because I was fitless, and if you gave me a tool, I would break something.
Yeah.
But practicality, I could actually look at something and think, how can I fix that? I would know how to fix it on the outside. If it's something inside, it's broken.
Yeah, I mean, I remember because I got a year later, my mum and dad bought me a model Star Trek Enterprise from the film, and it was the saucer section was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Got all that together, and then it came to putting the nacelle, the wings that hold the nacelles, and my dad looked at it, he goes, because he used to make, he said, that is not going to support that. So we had to do that with that. Because the joint that went on and the nacelle weight, it was just not. So we
there was no way. I know. Even with super glue, it would have eventually.
Yeah. So we had to drill that as well, which you know.
See, I always used to have the problem when I was building a larger tank. So the wee FX models you used to buy, were fine.
Yeah.
And then I started getting the
bigger
and bigger, but it was like you would get the Lancaster bomber,
and
the wings would go because they didn't have the weight of the wings plus with the engines, even though it was plastic on plastic, but it's only held by plastic. The wings, instead of being like that, it would go over time. So you get them on perfect. You had them all propped up until the glue stick, and then over the months you could just see it go like that.
Wing sag.
It was sagging because the weight of it was just atrocious. So, but the good thing is we can 3D print those things now.
Yes,
not bother about it.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, we can all do our ships. I had to eventually print one.
Oh yeah, do you know what? My mum's got a friend. He's got little boy, and I when I make them, because I used to print to make sure he always gets all my benches, and when he comes out, have you got any more benches?
Well, I finally did a benchy. That was after the second. That was in the second week after I had the machine. I decided to print it out because I wanted to see what the black looked like, and the black looks absolutely phenomenal because it's a matte black, and it is beautiful because you can see it in that one as well. There was a slight change. It changed between two filaments. One of them was a normal basic black, and the other one was the matte black. And look at the difference. You can see the line. Whereas the matte black looks far superior.
I think so.
But it's amazing the stuff I've been doing. We were about to buy, our coasters are all over the place, and so my wife says, I need to get new coasters. So I says, well, I know she likes those type of coasters.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
So printed that. She thought, I like that. It's not too bad. So I asked her if she preferred that one. So I just printed one of each. So she likes them. And I says, well, I'm glad you like them because they come in a wee basket.
Oh, that's good.
Right. So I've got 3 more of them to print off. That one could just be put somewhere. And and for dinner, the dinner table, basically.
Oh, that's nice.
I came across that, but it was in black white, so I just recolored it, and then I shrunk it down because it was actually a placemat size. And then what I'll do is scale it back up to placemat size. So I'll print them off as the placemat for dinner table. And that's the good thing. That's exactly it, because My wife says, I was looking for this and I couldn't find it. No problem.
Yeah.
If somebody's not already done it, right, fair enough, the matting. All I would have done is just cut that out, just and then just did another cut over the top. Yeah. So I would have worked a way around it. And the practicality of this is what I'm looking to do. Because I love the practicality. And it's so practical. I never, ever, ever print anything it's not practical. Then I do. Not one thing it's not practical.
I like that.
The great attitude. Look at the size of that. And the thing is, I printed that in colour, right? And then I took my paint to highlight it. Because it's blue, green, and white, right? Is that only blue, green, and white? Aye, because I'd blue, green, and white. I thought it was red in it. But I thought, I've missed a colour, so I needed a light green. So I just highlighted it with a light green paintbrush. And it worked perfectly. It looks absolutely amazing. And then the elephants are absolutely fantastic. So
they are.
The detail on the elephants is amazing. And the thing is, see, when I was looking for an elephant just to print off because of the detail on it, I couldn't find one that had that much detail, but bigger. Because I can't print one of them individually because the way they stand, their back legs are shorter.
Yes.
So, and the great Attune just looks great as well.
He does. Where are you putting him?
He's going to sit in one of my shelves above my desk. That's my shelves around here. My judge is going to sit up. My alien and all my wee figures, they're going to sit up there. But I am tempted to hang him from the ceiling. But I probably won't do that just in case he drops.
Oh, God, yeah. Bonk. Yeah.
Well, even if it was actually behind me and it dropped, I don't want it to smash and have to actually... The turtle alone was an 18-hour print.
Oh, my God. Okay.
It was registered on the screen as a 22-hour print. It says... So I started it off, and it says it would be ready at 1 p.m. the following day.
Yeah.
Got up out of my bed. It was a Sunday. So I got out of my bed about 9. And I came down and I thought, right, it's still printing, no problem. Working away. And suddenly I looked and it said finished. I'm saying it's only 10:05. For some reason, it finished a few hours early. Don't know why.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it must have miscalculated how long it would take. But it was registered at an 18-hour. So that was just the turtle. That was just the turtle. The rest of it, even the coloured one, because I did it in layers. So I did blue layers, so just print the blue. Then I did the mountains and all that is green, and then I did the snow levels as white. So, and then I just basically just the bits I needed to change, like the smaller mountains, I just added a wee bit of white to them rather than layering them. But that way it would just be layers, a layer.
Yeah.
Only the Discworld itself only took an hour and a bit to print because the way I'd layered the colours. It was a lot easier doing it like that.
Yeah. Do they do any other? Do they do like the characters as well?
I've got the Librarian, I've got Death, and I've got Squeak to print. I need to print them off.
I wouldn't mind Grimes. Or what's his name? Nobby in Muffin.
There is.
Oh,
if you just put in Discworld into Maker World,
I'm going to do that.
Across Discworld,
Rincewind.
They've got a Rincewind, but it's basically it's more of a, I wouldn't say Funko Pop type. It's just smaller and it's more kiddie friendly. It's not the tall, gaunt, skinny. It's just basically I've got a Gimli one, and it's basically the same idea. It's not Gimli from the Lord of the Rings. It's a Gimli which is more a kiddie Gimli, and that's what you've got as a Rincewind. It's more of a kiddie one. But the amount of stuff. Like, I want the communicator from Space 1990. These are things I've always wanted, either couldn't find, or they were so astronomically expensive that for a wee thing like that, I'm no paying £150.
No, I mean, years and years ago, I bought a Star Trek Next Generation. I had the medical uniform, and I had a tricorder that I bought. That was ridiculously expensive.
I've got them there.
Yeah, and I bought the phaser, and I went for the coloured one. Oh my god, it was really, the vacuum cleaner one from Next Generation, and that was made. It was supposedly resin, and it came through the post, and my dad said, "What have you got here? A rock?" And it was solid. It was like
I can't see anything because my Judge Dredd Lawgiver Mark 1.
Yeah.
Is resin. You can see the box sitting there. It came in the Planet. So basically, it was a Planet. What's it called? Planet replica, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
Actually, it stamps on it. It's stamped on it what the number it is because it's a limited number. Believe it or not, I think they do 2,000 of them. Got 2000 AD. They do 2000 of them. But I think it's 146 or something of the run I've got. But that resin, that is solid because I always thought, well, now I've got the Lawgiver. If I do a cosplay, I could actually take my Lawgiver. And then I thought, not a chance. You imagine somebody's just going to have a look at it and they go, boop, snap.
Yeah.
So it's basically sitting on my shelf. And
no. I mean, I was really tempted to make a pulse rifle when I first got the printer, and I thought, oh god, it's about the one I've got. It's got about 14 parts, and it's going to take ages to make. I might make it, but I'll probably wait till I could.
Do you not have downloaded? I've only downloaded this today because I was watching something. I thought, oh, I definitely want one of those. See if it comes up. I've not even looked at the STL file, so it could be in about 17 different parts. Oh, it is. Like, this is it here. Can you guess what it is?
No idea. Is it a gun?
Right, it's there. Let's see who can guess what it is.
Oh my god.
Right. So I'll give you a wee tour around it, see if it helps.
That's a gun.
Oh,
crikey.
It's definitely a gun. Can you think from where? That's probably a good angle to see the muzzle.
Is it Star Wars?
No.
Blake 7?
No. You want to see it?
Yeah, go on then. Oh! Is that from Logan's Run?
Yes. I came across it and I thought, I'm having that.
Oh, I can't remember what it's called. It's for Carried by the Sandmen.
It's a flame gun from the Sandmen.
Yeah.
I'm having that. And the thing is, it's all black. You print it in one colour.
Yeah.
So you don't even need to colour it. It's just one colour. There's no bits and pieces. Like, for instance, like, the Lawgiver, that's like a silver, black, metallic, but you've got the targeting thing at the back and you've got all the numbers. So if you were printing it and you wanted it, you would want to put the colours on it, even if it's black on silver.
Yeah.
That is black. End of story. So you could print that and all the parts in black and then just put it together. And I think it clips together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's clips together. I've no actually, this is me looking at it. Because look, that is fitting into that. That's got the clip hole. So let's have a look at the other parts of the gun. So that slips in there. See it? It's got the rim. So that sits in there and underneath. It's the only thing. Try to actually get it so you can actually see underneath things. Aye, it's got, look, it's screw. And aye. So these all fit inside, clip inside each other. And even if they don't actually screw in, they look as if they clip in and you could just put a bit of glue. So yeah. I'm going to print, that's going to be one of the next prints, because I want there's a load more weapons I want to actually do. So there is.
Oh, wow.
So, but I've got a load of different weapons to print off. Like, for instance, so Logan's, that one I just got today, and I'm over the moon with it. I've got P90s, I've got Smith & Wesson's revolvers, I've got a Mac-10, stuff
You've
like
got
that.
P90, the P90, that was some Stargate. That's what they used
there,
isn't it? You've actually got that mod, you've got that gun.
Yes, I've got it there. Where's this? I printed my sample off.
Oh, right, yeah.
So the P90, that's the sample of the solid one. So I could print that up larger and cut it if I need to. So that's it there again.
I've got one of the ones I am going to make, and probably another couple of, is the original Battlestar Galactica blaster, because I really like that. That to me is a sci-fi gun.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's only coloured in the colour it actually had in the filament at the time, but it gives you an idea. So you could change that to black, grey, and silver. So that's it there. And the length of it is 226 by 226 by 125. So 226 long. That's 22. That can't be right. It should be actually bigger than that, because it's running diagonally. Because I got running diagonally across that should be bigger. Yeah,
because it's 256, isn't it?
Aye, 256 to 256.
Yeah.
And that's, I should be able to actually, let's see. Scale it up. Aye, that should be actually, so if I put that as 256, it says, as soon as I put that as 256, it just goes over.
Yeah.
It's weird that. But I've got the P90. But I've got a load. Yeah, I mean, a rifle. I've got a claymore. I've got a German World War II stick grenade. I've got a Morningstar. I've got a bayonet. All of these things. A Thompson submachine gun. I always wanted one of those.
Yeah,
it's all in parts that I have to build. But look, there's all my folders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even things like that. There's the Andromeda from Andromeda Ascending.
Yeah.
That's the Battlestar. The Avengers. I've got Buck Rogers Thunderstar.
Oh, yeah.
I've got Time Machine. Yeah, I mean, I've got the Nautilus to print off.
Oh, that'll look good.
The Hammerhead from Battlestar Space Above and Beyond.
Yeah.
That is a superb ship. I've got that as well. And I've got the Chig Fighter as well. So there's basically a lot of stuff from I've always wanted for my collection. And they were silly expensive.
Yeah, they are.
I print them off, even if I have to assemble them. And I've got one Thompson submachine gun, which you print in parts, and there's a thing about it. There's a link to a YouTube channel that shows you how to put it together.
Oh, that's good.
And it all clips together. So stuff like that is actually, because there's hundreds of stuff. I've got Space 1999. I've got Red Dwarf. I've got Stargate. I've got Starship Troopers. Terry Pratchett. Wendy was asking about Terry Pratchett. I've got the Librarian. I've obviously got in Rincewind. That's the Rincewind that I was telling you about. Remember, I said it was a bit kiddish looking. Need to watch time.
Yeah. Do you want to round off soon?
Right. We'll round off soon. Aye. Give us 2 seconds. Right.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Hear that, and then we could talk about where we're going with. I mean, there's the Rincewind.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. Oh yeah, he got his face though.
But as I said, you see, it's more of a smaller figure.
Yeah.
And the way it's designed, it's more kiddie friendly to me, whereas you don't have your gaunt Rincewind figure. To me, the Rincewind is tall and skinny.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, from all that running.
And the robes are all like hanging off him and whatnot.
And where does it say wizard in his hat?
No.
Because on his hat, it's not. Yeah, I mean, so
yeah,
it's a wizard to me. That's no Rincewind because it doesn't say wizard on his hat. But I've got the librarian as well. I've got Squeak and stuff like that.
Squeak.
I've got the luggage.
Cool.
Anything I come across, I think, oh, I want that. I'm going to print that.
Yeah, I've got loads of them stashed around. Oh yeah, love it.
So, yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest figure, but it's the only one I came across. Yeah, I mean, so that's my. I've got loads of plans going forward.
Okay.
What's your plans for going forward? Because you said you were thinking about upgrading to the multicolour system.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a couple of months.
Aye, but see, when you do go to the multicolour system, even if you don't want to do it in colour, it means that you could put 4 of the same colour on and just go.
That's right, and it's going to save me from I want to do that in that colour. I don't have to take that one off and then I can have it. I'll just swip it over, and I really am tempted now.
I was just laughing at Wendy. She said, "I'm going to need a bigger house." I had to clear over 500 DVDs out and a load of stuff just to get my printer in.
Where did you put them?
The DVDs all went to a charity shop.
Ah, right.
So they did, and the figures. Some of them went to my grandson, and some of them went to a charity shop as well. Oh, I made this. Wait to see this. I've put it aside because it's for my grandson. Made that.
Oh!
For the grandson, it's basically 4 pieces. That bit, the bit inside, which is the thing, and that, and that's it. Was it 5 pieces? Aye, 5 pieces because that bit there gets attached as well. So that goes through there, then you have to attach that on it, then put the whole thing in. But made that for a wee man.
Oh, nice one. I like the colour.
I think you'll love that. Glued it, had to glue it obviously because it didn't actually clip in, because when you're doing that and pulling it out, it's just going to pop out, so you needed to glue it in. So, but
last week I made a Dalek, but
super.
The thing is, the gun is teeny. It's like, what happens? Either that is overextended.
No, because that arm looks.
It's not. It's not broken.
Let's see. That one, the arm is tiny in comparison, right?
Yeah.
But that's for the type of model. That's not usual. Whereas that size of model, you can see the arm. Oh, sorry. You can see the arm, right? And the gun. You can see they're basically the arm's slightly longer.
Yeah,
but the gun's never teeny, and I've got a good number, shall we say?
Yeah, so I might see if I can go to Tinkercad and expand that.
What? So even at that one there, right? Look, there's the gun in the hand there. And it's basically the arm is almost 1.5 times as long as the gun. But the gun, you know what I mean? The gun is there. And I've got loads of them. And as you can imagine, in my room, because you can see the bit where I've got a space is my Type 40 TARDIS wallpaper.
Yeah.
But I've got 4 Davroses, I know that much. And I think I've got 20 Daleks. But then again, I've got 35 TARDISes.
So you won't be making a TARDIS?
No. That's what I was saying. Even my bin. That's my bin. My pedal bin is a TARDIS. So I've got TARDISes all over the place. Daleks all over, but there's very few of them. The arm's the same size. And there's never been one where the arm's dead long and the gun's dead short.
No,
I can't imagine that.
I might take that go into Tink, because that is one of some of them. I mean, I found one that was all in bits, and I worked 37 hours. And I thought, no, I'm not doing that.
See, that's the thing as well. There's a lot of good ones that are all in bits, and I'm sitting there thinking, right? And I came across an Enterprise, right? And I thought, that looks really good. I've got an Enterprise sitting there, but I thought, that looks really good. Print it in white, and then just add a wee bit of colour here and there. Not a problem. But it's cut, but there's no joins.
Oh, crikey.
Which means you'd have to glue it and then hold it to make sure there's no overlap. And because there's no joins to hold it, am I going to print it just to try and glue it?
And also, and the thing is, when they're a certain size, putting all that super glue on, and then you got to, and then line it up. And if you put activator on it, you've only got to go, oh no, and it's slightly off. And you even if it's a millimeter, you'll know. It's just
that's the thing. So do I want to print it because of that? Because at least if it's got pins, you could put it together and think that actual pin is a wee bit too high because that's raising that in.
Yeah,
scrape the pin down.
Yeah,
to get it, and once you've got it in a perfect position, then you can glue it, put it in, and the 2 pegs hold it. But this one is just cut, and there's no joins. There's not even any dowels. Now, some of them, they don't do a pin thing, they do the holes and then the dowel. So you could put it in whatever if you want that way. I don't know why they would do that, but there's different ways of cut. You can do a square cut, a round cut, and a dowel, which basically just puts it aside so you can put the dowel in if you want. But for some reason, this one's just cut. I think somebody's created the model and thought that really looks good, so it'll no fit, so I'll just cut it. And then they've cut it, but they've not done anything, no work to do the connectors and stuff like that. The connectors don't always work.
Yeah. Okay. So
right.
Should we round it off? So I'm really tempted. I'm going to make another one of those pots when I change filament. I'd like.
Well, I want to see that because that's in wood.
Yeah, and then I'd like to have a go at making the Battlestar Galactica blaster because since I've been a child, I've loved that blaster, and then I couldn't find it for ages, and all of a sudden, I don't know. I must have been looking it up.
I want a Battlestar Galactica helmet.
Oh, the old Pharaoh one.
The nearest I've got to getting it is I've got the bobblehead sitting there.
Yeah.
And that is it. I've not got a proper. I want one. I found one, but it's in so many pieces that I would have to.
Did you watch the new series of Battlestar Galactica?
I watched the first episode and I thought, not for me.
I did watch it, and I just even there the helmets are still like they've got the Viper bit. So
No, I started watching it and I thought, not for me, because I looked at the Cylons and I thought, nah, they're no Cylons. And then suddenly they had the replicant Cylons, and I thought,
yeah,
that's just like any other movie they've had replicants in. That's no Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, and to be honest, you keep thinking, and the ending, it's like so many of these TV series now, it's like they're brilliant to start off with, and then at the end, it's almost like get this finished, and the ending never.
See, that's it. A lot of the ones always rush an ending, and the problem is they've got they don't gear towards the ending. They gear towards continuing until somebody says, "Oh, no more."
Yeah,
then they have to finish everything off. I mean, so most shows don't have an ending. They have a continue. Then somebody says, "This is your last season." They go, "Oh, we need to write an ending."
Yeah, I mean, I still am. I do like Supernatural, but if I'm honest, I think that should have finished at series 5 because it was end of the world, and it was going on and on and on. And I thought I said to my ex at the time, they've had every super being out there now. What are they going to do next? Oh, I know. Let's have God go bad. So they did that, but the ending I thought was great because Dean died, and then you go through Sam's life, and then they meet up, and everybody's there in heaven, and that's it. It's finished. And now they want to bring a new series back of it. No, leave it alone.
The one they did that with is the main thing is Scrubs. Season 8, where they did the college or the school.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there thinking, it had a good ending, it came to an end.
Yeah.
But they started it again. And I thought,
I mean, I've got bad. They're going to make Stargate again. And I think they shouldn't because they're not going to.
See, the thing is, they think they're going to improve it. That's the problem. Look what they did with Star Trek. They thought they were going to improve it. To them, they did. To everybody else, they didn't. Look what they did with Star Wars. To them, they improved it. To everybody else, they didn't. They're going to keep doing that. We'll try this one. This will be good.
Well, the thing is that when they did the second film with Rian Johnson, I'm going to destroy. Yes, fine, but that's not Star Wars. Star Wars is old. It's just heroes. Good versus evil,
and that's
what people
understanding of it.
No, it's maybe fine for what you want, but that's not what people go to see Star Wars for.
Yeah, I don't like nihilism.
No,
that's the thing. I'm very anti-nihilism.
Yeah,
the object to a good story is you're meant to feel hope at the end.
Yeah,
everybody says to me, Breaking Bad is the greatest thing. I watched it and I was sitting there thinking, I'm glad that I did. Why did I actually put myself through it? Because at the end of season 1, I thought, this is not very good. It's wait to season 2, it gets better. End of season 2, I thought, it's still not any good. Wait to season 3, that's the best season. And by the time I was at the end of it, I was glad they were all dead. I was waiting for them all to get shot. And I was hoping. But everybody says it's great. To me, it wasn't.
I think the thing I find is that I used to, when I play games, I love the Nathan Drake games because that is like old, good stuff. It's got a lovely palette, and the characters win in the end, and it's good. It's not this muddy, grey, depressing thing.
See, that's the thing. When you go in and it's you used to get a subversion of expectations as you would watch this movie, and either they would leave it in a point where did anybody survive, or I think they basically the world blew up, so they all did. So that was a subversion because you weren't expecting the world to blow up, or you weren't expecting to be an ambiguous thing. Did they win? Didn't they? Because the way it finished, it could be either way, and that's what it was about, to let you decide how you thought the film went. Now, if they succeed, that's a subverting of expectation because It's doom and gloom. It's all miserable. It's all want to show you that whatever you want is no, it's going to end up like this. And if it doesn't end up like that, that's a surprise because, and the thing is, who's watching it anyway?
And basically, I think sometimes with a lot of these films, they have to explain too much.
Yeah.
It's like the Aliens films. The alien itself should remain an enigma. We don't need to know where it came from, who did it, why they did it. It destroys it.
Of course it does. It's the same as, what was it? There was something, the Doctor.
Yeah.
I don't care why he's called the Doctor, why the other one was called the Master, why the Master's bad. Don't care. The Master and the Doctor, enigmatic, were they used to be friends? Maybe, but that's no, I don't need to know if they were. Don't need to know if they went to school. I don't need to know all that. I just need to know bad guy, good guy, off we go.
Yeah, and when you think about it, the title is Doctor Who, not
exactly
Doctor. We know everything about you. You know, it's just
it's nuts.
Anyway,
yes,
call it a day.
In the future, I'm planning to continue the way. I'm planning to do a bit more design work in CAD. I'm going to learn it because I want to actually start selling stuff.
Why not?
Easy stuff initially, bookmarks, I could do them. Coasters, I could do them.
Yeah.
Because coasters and all that are easy. Get a picture I like and then just work out how to bring that in and paint it in CAD and stuff like that. So I'm going to plan to do that. I want to learn that and I want to actually start selling more because I've designed a couple of I've designed a couple of wee bits and pieces, like a coin holder for my metal detecting stuff, and one of my friends has bought 250. That's what's printing at the moment.
Wow.
I've got 10 sheets I need to print because I can only get 25 in a plate, so 10 sheets I need to print. But that was fairly simple. You got to think of CAD, a circle, a flat edge, take the circle, turn it on the side, just put a wee dunk in, make it a hole, and then put one, stretch it. So you've got it. It took me 10 minutes to put four tubes together to make this, and then I sold it.
Wow,
fair enough. I'm not selling it for. It's not expensive.
No, but it helped.
250 of them.
Yeah.
So.
Right. So, do you want to meet up again?
Aye, definitely. When do you want to do your channel?
Mate, do you want to do it in a month?
Aye.
Do it in a month. A month from now, and then I'll do it on my channel. And then I'll let you know beforehand. And we can say to each other, what have we done and what are we going to do?
Well, exactly. That's that way. Hopefully next month, you'll say, I tried that wood and this is how it went.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And how did the nozzle go? Because I've not changed the nozzle. I want to try a 2.2 nozzle. So I want to see how that goes. Might do that this month coming up.
The only thing I found with changing the nozzle is I withdraw the filament all the way. And otherwise you end up with a bit of bloody filament sticking out the top of the nozzle. And I didn't want to be putting my things in there to try and do it, to cut it out. So that's withdraw the filament before you do it.
Yeah,
and then wait till it cools down like that.
Well, I would do that, but I plan to try the 0.2 inch nozzle because I want to do the Blood Bowl team. So
yeah, I'd love to see
it's a stink team that somebody's put up, and there's also a human player which I could put towards the team I've already got. So I'm going to try both of them, see how it goes, because very delicate. Don't want to actually go click. That was a waste.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I made a figure of one of my poser figures, and look, bloody hand broke off.
The hand. That's the thing. I'm very conscious when it's doing it how how it's going to actually stick. So, like for instance, with these, because I'm aware how the support is with that.
Yeah.
Ain't no way I'm going to print anything that supports with that. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to put Peg G as the supports.
Yeah.
Because they don't stick to it. So it doesn't matter how bad that is.
That is another reason why the AMS is probably something I'd like to get to use. Try
it tells
that.
You Peg G because with the multi-board, you can actually stack them. I've been working on how to stack them, and I stacked it up to 6, but it puts a 2mm gap. You don't need to put supports, but it's all messy in the back end. The front end looks fine, but the back end doesn't. But if you put a Peg G support in between, it tells you an error comes up saying these two don't stick to each other. Perfect, because what it does is you separate them, lift it off, and then the Peg G just goes as a single layer, and it's basically perfect. So I want to try that as well. But as I said, I've got to do the multi-board. Hopefully next month that board will be up and I can have all my shelves to have all the figures that I print.
Okay then.
It's a load of what
nice to be here, and nice for you to be here. Okay, thanks for being here, Pete. PJ.
Thank you for having us, Miranda. It's basically anything to talk about 3D printing. I'm happy.
Okay, well, see you next month then.
Definitely, and thank you for watching, anybody who's watching.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
So end your stream.